Good morning, welcome to week 8 of the HD3 Fitness Centre online conditioning classes. I hope you're finding them useful and enjoyable so far. Today's a little bit different. Rather than the usual format using the music and then doing squats and split squats and lunges and what have you, we're going to be doing a circuit format, working through 45 seconds of a particular exercise, 15 seconds rest or transition into the next exercise, and flowing all the way through. So the first chunk is about 10 minutes, and then we're moving to a second chunk of another 10 minutes, and then 2 lots of 5s, which are more predominantly down on the floor. Using music for a bit of guidance with your pace. You don't have to go the same pace as what I'm going. You can go quicker, you can go slower, but keep your form really strict and tight, really thinking about your technique and how you're doing things. If you want to use the music, you can do sort of single time. Some exercise you might find are sort of down to up to rather than singles, but go as quick or as slow as works for you. Okay, so we'll crack on, we'll get warmed up, and then we'll start the circuit. Okay. So first of all, just give those shoulders a roll. Still need to loosen up and get limber, get a bit warmer. As traditional when I'm filming these, it's snow outside again. And throw your arms out. And then top corners. And then shrugs. Roll it back. And then roll it side to side. And then back to middle, hip circles. And the other way. Squeezing your bum, push your hips forward. And then one leg at a time, up, other one. And then knees up. Good. And then squat position, down, 2, up, 2. Down quicker, pause, easy up, go again. Good. Nice and even again. Good. One more. Take a step down in our split squat. Change legs. One more. Come back up. Standing on one leg squat. Bend at the knees, bend at the hips. One more, change legs. Try not to let your knee move inwards. That's by sitting your bum back. Then stand on one leg, deadlift, over and up. Again, working on that balance. Try and get some pull down the back of this standing leg. Change sides. 2 more. Then just on the spot. Then arms as well. it to a stop. Okay, so we're going to start the circuit format now. So 45 seconds on each exercise, 15 seconds transition into the second one. Okay, so we're going to start with split squats. Take a good stride, drop, down through there. So we should have a good stride from front to back, bending well through both legs. Good, keep it going, keeping that front heel down. Good. Again, chest is up, body is strong. Pause there. Swap legs. So another good stride, that back heel is up off the floor. Strong. Second side, off we go. Again, pace-wise, go similar to what I'm doing, go quicker, keep with the music, whatever song is on. So the quicker you go, higher your heart rate will go. You might get burnt out a little quicker. Pace yourself. 10 seconds. Okay, good. Change legs, stand on that leg, one leg squats. So from there, you're going to be pushing your bum back, bending your knee, get yourself ready. Off we go. Down, bringing your opposite hand down towards the standing foot. If you really need to work on your balance, tap that back foot down on the floor, or get yourself close to something. Doing well, keep it going. Ten seconds. Pause there, change legs, again set yourself, 3, 2, 1, down we go. Remember your options, so you can tap your big toe down on the floor behind you if you're really wobbling, as long as the vast majority of weight is through that one side, or you can hold something lightly for a bit of balance there. Ten seconds. There we go. Next one, Cossack squats. Feet nice and wide, almost feel too wide. We're going to squat to one side, squat to the other. As you go to one way, that leg goes straight. Trying to keep things pointing forward. Over we go. Up. Really squatting your bum back. Your feet stay flat down on the floor. Your knees shouldn't be travelling a long way beyond your foot. If it is, you need to go a little bit wider with your stance, or sit your bum back a little bit more. So just open those hips up, stretch through the inner thigh. 5 seconds. Okay, good. Single leg deadlift. Hold something if you need it for some support. This is the one leg where we tip over into a capital T and come back up. First leg, over we go. Try not to have to put your foot down on the floor if you can. If you can come through to that position, that's brilliant. If you need to just reset there, that's fine. If you find you're wobbling, I'd rather you just have a moment to reset so that it didn't spoil the next repetition. You'll have a lot of work going on through your ankles, your lower leg, as well as in your hip, bum and your hamstring.
All the pain that I've been through. Even this morning, looked outside my door.
One more.
Where you laying on the floor.
And change legs. Get yourself set.
Letting people in. They don't talk to me, they look like you.
3, 2, 1. Over we go. And you might have one side that feels a little bit easier than the other. I say, if you just need to come to here, that's fine. Take your time. Relax. Good work. Next up is frog squats. So feet are just a little wider than a normal squat. You're going to tap your fingers down towards the floor, so you'll be leaning forwards just that little bit, but you'll be leaning from your hips and your waist. Off we go. Keep it going, keep that same rhythm. Like I said, you'll just be leaning forward a little bit more than a normal squat. It's more like a deadlift. Keep opening up those hips, push the knees out. Last one. There you go, good. Next one is ducking underneath, like that. Okay, get yourself set. If, like last week, you want to do a bit of a diagonal with it, that's fine as well. Under. So side to side is just there. We're putting a diagonal on it.
Said I was a man. All I ever needed was a plan. Tell JK that I'm still rolling, yeah. Tell Russell I'm a rap, yeah. That's that gang. Ain't nobody messing with a gang. Might take a fly out for the weekend, yeah. And go can, cause I can. Go low, go
Keep
low.
it going.
Get low, low. Had a couple hits and a couple solos. Now I got a couple Brits and a couple mobiles. Don't pass out, everybody local. I was ripping off the man there with the polo. Now with the man there with the polo. I can make a honey give away a last rolo. And I stay show.
10 seconds. Okay, hold on, relax. This time, skipping. If you don't like the impact, two-footed calf raises. Okay, you don't need a rope, just gonna imagine, and off we go. You want to play with the rhythm a little bit and do singles. As I say, his legs are nice and stiff. Keep it going. Getting nice and stiff and springy through your legs, your ankles. And relax. Good work. Next up, we're into reverse lunges. So, step forward, make sure you've got some space behind you. Straight in if we can. Left leg moving back for now. Back and up. We'll do all this side and then we'll change. Getting a good bend through both legs, driving up through that front one.
All I ever needed was a plan. Tell JK that I'm still rolling. Joe Russell on my back, Joe Russell, yeah. Bust that stand. Ain't nobody messing with it, gang. Might just fly out for the weekend.
Good, keep it going. 15 seconds.
Had a couple hits and a couple solos. Now got a couple wins and a couple mobiles. Drop past that, everybody loco. I was dropping off the man there with a polo. Down with the man there at the polo. I can make a honey give away the last rolo. And I stay show, yo. You know
Hold there. Well done. Change legs. Side on. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Yeah, a good step back and a drive up through that front leg. Nice and dynamic, good strong push. Again, you choose your pace, but really try and get that technique and form bang on. Hold there. Go back to the other leg. We're doing taps out to the side now. So everything except what you're stood on is water. You're just going to dip your toe into the water and not putting your weight on it. Over we go. Out and up. Well done. Pushing your bum back, making sure this standing knee isn't dropping over here. Light tap down on the floor, keep the weight on that standing side. Use your arms for a bit of coordination and a bit of balance. Again, lots of work up the top of your leg, hip and bum, but also down around the ankles too. One more. Good. Change legs. Tapping out to the side again. 3, 2, 1. Off we go. Just a touch down, keep that rhythm, keep the strength in the standing leg. Last couple. Okay, good work. This time, squatting down into a hamstring stretch, squat, back up. Okay, so normal squat stance. Good squat down first, reach, lift your bum, drop, sit, back up. Sit, tap, push your knees back. Some of you will probably find that on the hamstring stretch part, you can get your bum much higher and get your head lower. Just do whatever you feel you can do. Ten seconds. Well Okay, relax. Good, shake it out. Side lunge this time. So stand towards the left, we're lunging out onto the right. Ready? Over we go. There, back up. Good landing, catch, control. This is like your Cossack squat from earlier, but a bit more dynamic because you've got to land and catch and come back up. If you don't like this one, keep your foot down and just go over and back. But if you can, try and add that landing and push. Again, your knee doesn't want to be driving beyond your foot really. If it is, squat backwards more with your bum. And relax. Change legs. Step to the other side. 3, 2, 1, over. Now with all of these things where it's one side and then the other, you might find that one leg takes to the exercise better than the other. Just work on that technique, slow it down a bit if you need to. Remember, as we're squatting to one side, this leg is straight, pushing your knee backwards. It's going to go into your groin and inner thigh a little bit more. After this one, we're lying down on the floor for the next few exercises. One more rep. Okay, down onto the floor. Right, single leg, hip lift. Right foot on the floor, lift your left foot. Lifting, up and down. Push, and back down. Again, you can choose your rhythm, either up 2, down 2, or singles. Try not to flare the ribs up, we're trying to raise the hips. It might mean that the ribs feel like they're down a little bit. You should start to get a bit in your hamstring, a bit tighter around your glute. Try not to swing this other leg up as well. We don't want to get momentum from that leg. And change legs. Good positioning. Again, no swinging at this leg. If you feel like it's cheating, you can hold it towards you if you want to. Off we go. Then pushing firmly through the floor to raise those hips, to bring your bum up. Try and keep that distance between your lower ribs and your hip the same. It's not opening up, which would mean you're just overextending through your back rather than forcing and pushing up through your hips and extending that hips. Five seconds. Okay, from here, a normal bridge position would be about there. I want you to take your legs a little further out. Just the back third of your foot on the floor, or feet on the floor. We're going to work the hamstrings a little more. From here, lift up and hold. Again, keep the ribs down slightly. Dig those hamstrings into the floor. If it feels really easy, you can shuffle your feet away a little bit. If it feels a bit too hard or you're cramping in the back of your thighs, bring your feet back in to a more traditional bridge position. Nice and strong still, everything on the underneath. 5 seconds. And relax. Good work. This time, go on your front. You're going to do Spider-Man crawls. So you're going to be in this position or here. And we're going to bring one foot up towards the outside of your hand. So from there, we started there and there. Like I said, if you need that back knee on the floor, that's fine. Just really trying to raise that foot up towards the outside of your hand while keeping that body nice and tight. Strong in those shoulders. Okay, onto your side. Modified side plank. So legs are bent. You're going to lift your hips up, and then your top leg is straight. So raise the hips up, pushing into the floor to get your hips high. With the top leg, I want us to do a lift and back down if we can. So this lower leg is working to keep our hips upwards. Our outer thigh, outer hip. We're not trying to get this leg really high, and we're not sitting our bum back. Just challenging this area as well as all the underneath side. Now this will feel quite hard when we go on to the other side, because we're pre-fatigued what we're going to do on the other side. Last one. Okay, change sides. Elbow under your shoulder, bend the bottom leg, straighten the top leg. Good straight line through your body, passing through the knees, top leg lifts up and down. Working hard to keep this hip up off the floor. Like I said, this side might feel a little bit harder. Done quite a lot up to this point. Big in, last one. Maybe one more. Good. Alright, onto your back. Leg drops. From here. Start with your shins parallel to the floor, head resting in your fingertips. Now you can start one leg at a time if you want to. Tapping down and come back up. If you feel pretty strong and you've tried this exercise before, you can go both together. Keep the ribs down, tummy tight, not letting our back arch up as our feet come towards the floor. Again, we're not just swinging the legs, everything's with purpose, intent and control. We haven't got form, we haven't got anything. And relax. Press ups. Not too much longer to go. 6 left. Full ones or on the knees. Ready? Off we go. The next play basketball, him and talking about checkbook, cause it costs more money than a sucker could ever spend. But I wouldn't give a sucker or a punk from nothing that I died till I made it again. Everybody go, oh, yeah, what you gonna do today? Some gonna get a fly girl, gonna get some spring to drive off in a death OJ. Everybody go, oh, yeah, holiday in. See, if your girl starts acting up, then you take off 15 seconds. Well, it's on and on and on and on and on. The beat don't stop till the break of dawn. I said a M-A-S, a T, 2 more, a G with a double E. I said I go by the unforgettable. Well done. Alright, 5 to go. Back into that side plank. Alright, both legs are bent this time. Lifting the hips up, arm up. In fact, straighten the top leg and keep it there. Just underneath, open up. Again, keep the hips up off the floor. Thread in the needle. Keep it going, not much more to go. Keep those hips lifted. 8 seconds. Last one. Well done. Turn around. So bend that bottom leg. Straighten that top one. And raising up. Thread the needle. Last 10 seconds. Hold. Well done. Alright, this time, plank on your hands, and then your knees or your toes. And we're going to do taps to the shoulders, trying to keep the body nice and still and strong. There. Tap. A good gap between your feet to give you a better base. A nice transition from one hand to the other. This is great for the shoulders, getting them nice and strong and stable. Also lots of work through your middle. Five seconds. Down onto your front. Last 2. Back extensions with a lift and a squeeze. Keep the feet down, legs down. Up. Pinch. Squeeze those elbows back, shoulder blades are moving. Strong through your back to pull you up. And relax. Last one. Press ups with a rotation round. Again, you can do these on your knees or on your toes. Last bit of work, and we're stretching. Ready? 45 seconds. Fifteen seconds. Last one. There we we go. Nice work. Relax down on the floor. Great work. Whilst we're down here, grab one foot, ease that heel towards your bum. Down the other side. Relax that leg, hands on the floor next to your chest, ease yourself up. Onto your back. Right foot across the back of your left knee, reach through the legs and pull towards you. Right left foot on the floor, the right side over towards the left. Give a gentle bit of encouragement towards the floor. Stretch. Back to the middle. Left foot on the back of your right knee, reach through the legs, pull towards you. Press that foot down, take it over to the side, keep the shoulders down. Gently back to the middle, sit yourself up, straighten one leg, tuck the foot inwards, fold and reach down. On the other side. And then gently back up onto your feet. Reach your hands up towards the top. Hands in the bottom of your back, squeeze your elbows back, lift your chest, but pull your tummy in. And then just roll it out a little bit. So that's a very continuous workout. There weren't many breaks in there. So kept the work rate fairly high all the way through. Certainly as you get towards the last 5 or 10 minutes, start to get a bit more tiring because of all the other work that we've just done beforehand. But I hope you enjoyed the slightly different version of the class today, and yeah, we'll go again next time.